Hello everyone, this is Chayan Paul from ThinkEnglishTv, your best way to learn English powerfully and effectively. If you're facing problems to speak English powerfully, this is the right way. You are in the right place to improve your English. Like in adding, you can speak English much powerfully, effectively and clearly. So let's get started. Now, in today's video, I'm going to share with you that in most of the cases, to speak English properly, you are just facing a very common problem, that is stop of word, right? Your stop of word that's become low or that's become down where you speak. Because the way you are just trying to speak in most of the cases, maybe basically it's a combination of few common words that are using when you are speaking. But sometimes in some situations, some different kinds of words is really needed that's not coming out in your mind. Even maybe you know the word, you know the things that you have learned a few weeks or a few months before. But at the time of speaking, your mind totally becomes blank. Like you feel annoying, like when you're gonna speak with someone, that other person, just you become stuck and you are just looking here and there, that how can I remember that particular word, or the word are not coming out. So that's a common problem, happens with almost every speaker at their beginning level. Now then, what's the best method to learn new vocabulary words, or any kind of, rather I'm talking about the phrases, to improve your stop of word, improve your vocabulary? You have to learn a specific way, follow a specific path to improve your stop of word just by learning it in several methods. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you the two important methods, the best way that's I think the most effective to learn new words when you are gonna making a sentence. Because ultimately to speak English with someone is basically a combination of several sentences, right? Because whatever you are saying, it's nothing but some well-structured sentence. Maybe some grammatical mistakes over there, or it may not be 100% grammatically correct, but it should be natural and normal, right? Because if you use wrong kind of word, it makes a wrong sentence. So instead of that, to use the right word and make your sentence much better. So let's get started. Rule number one, then how to grab those new words in a different way. Alright, so rule number one is, so the first method is learn new vocabulary word just by phrases. Like learn new word through phrases. Now phrase is nothing but a combination of several words that gets together naturally, right? So now there are several words is there, and one word combined with another word makes a new phrase. That's called a phrase, and that phrase is generally used with many other phrases and creates a well-structured sentence. Now let me show you an example how to grab a new word and then learn it by phrases. For example, the phrase, so for example, the word like meeting, that's a very common word, but just for example, for now, just think that meeting is a new word for you. So in that case, don't just remember that word meeting, try to learn it like a phrase. Like for example, we are having a meeting today. We are having a meeting today. So having a meeting. So in this way, this is a whole structure. This is the whole phrase. So having a meeting, that's the whole phrase. So learn in this way. And another example is that, for example, I am going to the supermarket. So here, I am going to the supermarket. So going to the supermarket. So going to the supermarket. This is a full phrase. This part is a phrase, that the key phrase that defines the main part of this sentence, right? So there are lots more examples you can create. So now what you need to do, whenever you got some new kind of word, always learn it with phrases. And how to find that phrase? It's very simple. Just Google it or just go to the internet and search that individual word and try to find some sentences based on that and learn those sentences. Look at those sentences, how the sentence become well structured. So in the sentence you will see that word, how to use them, and you will have an idea how to use those individual words together and make it a better sentence, and it will look you smarter and be an effective speaker, right? So that's method 1, to grab any new words very easily and much faster way, and you will never forget that word again because you learn them by phrases, by naturally and by without any great effort. It becomes natural. Your brain will automatically remember those phrases and words. Alright, so that's method 1. Okay, so let's jump on to the next point, the method number 2, that's also important to learn or to grab new word easily and naturally. So point number 2 is that learn the word by emotion. Emotion, what is that? For example, if you learn some specific word, you can always keep an emotion, whether it's positive, whether it's negative, or any kind of, try to learn the word by emotions. For example, whenever you are watching movies, in that cases, you may learn some word just by listening once. How? Because there is an emotion. You learn or you are hearing those words or phrases because you are just, your mind, your brain is constantly focusing on that thing just because there is an emotion. You are waiting for the next move. You are waiting for the next scene. What's gonna happen there? So that's the reason behind to learn those words just by listening one time. So same thing, whenever you are gonna learn something new, you can add some emotion to it. Let me give you some examples of the same. Another example, that is, for example, the word terrible. The word terrible. Terrible means when something becomes really difficult or scary, a little bit scary, like it creates the increase of your hesitation level. So that is what known as terrible in a single word. So for example, you can learn the word terrible just by some kind of emotion that you are totally awake and you just got shocked by watching something in front of you or in any place. For example, you are going into the forest and suddenly you watch something, some animal in the forest. So in that case, you can use that word. Oh, that's a terrible situation. Oh, mind blowing. What's a terrible thing is happening? What's happening here? So like that. So always use or gather some emotion to learn a specific word can give you a better result, because in this way, whenever you are learning by emotion, you will never forget that word again, the meaning of that word again, and you can use that word in future whenever you want without any great effort. So always learn with emotion. Okay, let me show you another example also. Another example is that mind-blowing. So that's word mind-blowing. We very commonly use this word mind-blowing. Mind-blowing means something that it not really physically blows your mind. Rather, it means that you are enjoying something or you are shocked by watching something that creates you, that makes you crazy and makes you, super happy. It can be a super happiness, right? So mind-blowing, like for example, you are doing experiment on something. For example, you are watching English videos like my videos or any other videos constantly for a few months, for maybe 3 months, and after 3 months suddenly you feel that you can speak English effortlessly and exactly like a native speaker without any problem and hesitation. So you just feel mind blowing. Oh, it's mind blowing. I'm able to speak English like a native without any problem. So that's how. That's the meaning of that word. And always learn the word with emotion. Emotion means, another way I can say, it's nothing but you are learning the word based on a situation, right? So in this way, whenever you're gonna learn, you will never forget that word again. So follow these two methods to improve your English much better and faster. And if you have any question, you can put it in the comment section below. So I will be there right back on a new video and with some best methods, best strategies for you, because my goal is to make you prepare for every situation, wherever you are or whatever phase you are facing right now, right? In whatever the stage of your life you are living with, you will always can do better and better. Start from today, start from right now, and watch Think English TV. Keep focusing on Think English TV, follow Think English TV, and I'll be there on the next video. See you again.